Alright, folks, so we are back and doing episode 13 Matchmaker of Dino Fury. I'm sorry to be a complete jerk, but it's like, you have a little going on here, and what's even worse is that, but Izzy already had a centered episode. She had one just the last episode. It's like, I'm pretty sure somebody's liking Izzy too much, and it's not the person that's gonna most likely date her, but it's like, guys, you got to freaking break stuff up. You can't just have one episode centered around one person, and then the same person gets to have another episode afterwards, even though it's like, oh, but Javi's gonna be the center. It's like, yeah, but Izzy is still a part of it, and he needed development on his own self. We don't need to actually have development of the character who already had a development in the previous one. But anyways, let me just watch this and I'll talk to you in the commercial. Okay, so apparently we're taking off from the previous episode somewhat, is that Izzy has a fitness group. Let's call it that. Again, I'm shocked that her dad doesn't say, the money. If you're going to freaking do this, you need to freaking get money. And it's like, yeah, because she looks pretty good at it, and frick it, she's just doing it for a hobby, I suppose. And it's like, yeah, well, your dad's not gonna like that any bit, will he? So basically we have Izzy changing her hairstyle and using, well, it's supposed to be perfume, but apparently it's freaking deodorant. It was like, it's perfume, come on. So she actually is smelling good and looking good for someone. And the person from last time, the guy who lost his watch, Adrian, Javi thinks that she actually has a crush on him, which I'm like, no, that won't work, dude. I mean, he'll be forever indebted, yes, but it seems more like friendship than anything. I'm sorry, but you're doing this way too soon, okay? Way too soon. Of course, we don't know how many days has passed since. That's true. But it's like, dude, this is way too soon for anything to be blooming. But yeah, Javi actually has an idea. He's going to make a surprise lunch date. And it's like, oh, good Lord. And then lo and behold, they decide to steal from The Simpsons and do the whole, you need a dog that darts his eyes back and forth so you know that the dog is evil. It's like, yep, they did that. Slyther actually hid himself in the group, which is like, don't even have a freaking damn person to date yet, and you already putting people in danger. You're already putting people in danger. It's like, dude, come on. She wouldn't know. Yes, she should freaking damn know. Why the hell are all y'all so damn stupid? The freaking monsters know your damn identity. They can attack at any point. You're a fucking moron. Sorry, but you're a fucking moron. So what occurred was that Slyther comes, he gets Bombshell, he basically did Bombshell with his powers, mixed it together. Meanwhile, they don't know, but Adrian has been taken. As for Fern ran for it beforehand, so I guess that's what happened to Fern, ? And they're gonna basically go to Fern. You're gonna take Adrian, impersonate him, take Izzy, impersonate her, and then basically the same thing that happened before. Who did it beforehand? Was it Boom Tower? It was either Boom Tower or was it Fun Gussie? It's like one of them already did this beforehand. Now they're gonna do it again, but this time they're gonna actually impersonate a ranger as well. Okay. It's like, okay then. So that's what happened. Adrian's been abducted. They finished. They actually, don't forget, they morphed. They actually fought against themselves, I suppose. And then after they demorph, you had Amelia having to go to do a podcast on the Loch Ness Monster while Zato and Ollie disappeared. Javi actually figured out exactly where they're gonna go for lunch, and it's like, oh, okay, a taco place. So he calls Adrian, gets Adrian to come over, even though it's Slyther, and there we go. He's like, I'm gonna hang out with Fern. It's like, Yeah, let's not. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna leave it with the freaking inquiry. I'm gonna leave it an inquiry on this one because it's like I could easily go for it and do something, but we're gonna leave this for inquiry because yeah, this is kind of supposed to be like for decent ones, and it's like this is safe, a safe place. So there you go. I'm not gonna talk about any more on this one where it's like yeah. Anyways, yeah, let's get on with it. The commercial has ended. I had to pause it because it hurts so bad to actually see that. Yeah, this is such a date thing. It's like that's a date thing, and well, Javi actually crashed the party and tried to actually. And it's kind of funny that Fern's like, "Yeah, I'm not into boys," and it's like, "Oh well, okay, cool, I guess." It's like, "Yeah, cool, I guess," but it's like I gotta keep this for the freaking damn inquiry. Oh my gosh, I gotta get to inquiry as soon as possible. Oh man, I don't know how far I could actually go on this one. It's like, oh good lord. It's not, it's like this topic is just, it's not really messed up, but it's like the tension that they're putting in it is like, oh my gosh, seriously. It's not too bad. The good news is that it's not too bad, but it already sucks that though it turns out it's not her freaking damn relationship where someone's gonna be endangered who's not a ranger. It's her freaking extracurricular. It's like what the fuck, man? Oh man, I'm shocked that when it came to I think it was episode 5. I was shocked. Well, either way, the one where she was actually had a cousin, the race thing. I'm shocked that none of the freaking people who are actually in that marathon didn't get attacked. I'm shocked because it's like, yeah, you can have your daily life, but not if it's outside. It's like, yeah, Izzy has the worst thing ever, where it's like, she's gonna be endangering lots of people. And it turns out, yeah, she endangered a lot of people in this episode. And it's like, it's gonna get even worse, where it's like, oh, now you have someone who's gonna be with you all times. It's like, oh, that's gonna suck. That's gonna freaking suck. And she's not a freaking ranger. That's gonna suck. But can I say one thing? The person who plays Fern, I would kind of like, I kind of actually would be like, hey, if you're going to recast the original Mighty Morphin, I would like to nominate Fern to be Trini. Yeah. Okay, so what is going on is that, like I said, Javi crashed the freaking lunch date or meeting, whatever you want to call it. And then he actually switched, and now we have Adrian with, in quotations, Adrian with Izzy, and he was able to shoot Fern, and you can see the freaking emotion on her face. Izzy's face being like, "You what? What? She left?" And it was like, there's something going on here. It's like it's already just straight up screamed at being like, okay, so she doesn't like boys, and Izzy's kind of a little bit upset that Fern left. And then she was like, oh, where the hell you're going? It's like, what the So anyways, tried to actually match him up with Adrian. And of course, Adrian somehow got a papyrus and started reading it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so damn horrible. This is so, I guess technically people call it cringe. But it's like, this is so damn horrible. I would rather actually stop this freaking episode right now and watch the freaking Mighty Morphin Power Ranger classic episode with Zach and the Cursed Pearls. Yes, that's the best episode to choose when it comes to a date episode. Yes. Well, it's either that or go with Zane and Astronomer. Yeah, that was another good date episode. You know, it's like, not this crap. So anyways, she decides to actually ditch, and then they're both alone, and Adrian reveals that he's Slither. Slither tried to grab her and teleport her. She kicked him and just teleported out of there. It's like, a. And then after that, she actually tells everyone. I think Ollie was there, or he teleported there. I don't know. Anyways, she tells everyone that, yeah, Slither actually disguised himself as Adrian, and I have no idea why exactly. What the fuck is this shit? What the fuck? When you said you have a Loud House freaking movie, I didn't know you meant live action. Son of a, what the fuck? Oh my god, what the hell is this? Okay, anyway, sorry, I gotta keep going. So, oh my god, what the fuck is this, man? What the fuck is this, man? So what the fuck is this? Sorry, I'll keep going. So she says that, oh, I have no idea how Slither actually got the idea that me and Adrian was something or is going to be something. And it's like, yeah, Javi just spilled the beans, and then she sees how freaking mad she is, and the fact of how Adrian's taken because of him. It's like, no, 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 no. Hold the fuck up. Hold up here. Izzy, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to go on the side of being in the middle, being like, you decide to host the freaking damn exercises outside where any monster can come on your ass. And not to mention, we already knew that we saw that Slither can actually impersonate anyone, meaning that you are freaking damn putting people in danger. No, we're not going to talk about Javi and the fact that he got a kidnapped. It's like, no, it could have happened either way. And if Slither got the right information, guess who would have got abducted instead? Fern. So it's like, no, you get the fuck out of here. Nuh-uh. Sorry, but nuh-uh. You can't have anything to be like, oh, I'm so angry at you. No. Mm-mm. But at least Holly came up with the idea of using the double Dino key to actually duplicate, because Slither came with a freaking phone call saying, okay, let's make an exchange. All your Sporix beasts for Adrian. Well, Sporix eggs. Sporix for your, yeah, you understand it, right? And he's like, okay, we're going to double it. Give him the fake one. As soon as we give him the fake one, then we're going to do this to where, let me just pause this because now it's going to start again. Yeah, we're going to give him the fake one, and then we're going, to make the switch. But of course, you're not going to go alone. Izzy's still a little bit upset. And I'm like, you can't be upset at him. You can't be upset at him because eventually Slither was there and you did not freaking damn know. You can't be freaking upset. Sorry, but no. No. Bad writers. No. No. It's like, yeah, oh my goodness. It's like, where's everyone in this, and the whole thing of they're all together, but you don't freaking know. And I'm shocked that they don't really understand how Slither works. And yet we figured out the first one that Slither can transform and change his freaking damn form. How the Anyways, let's keep going. So the Rangers decide to go impersonating of a grandma, and that's two freaking hazmat people. And Javi's in Ranger form, and he shows up with a Sporix, in quotations, a Sporix. Fungusy came and teleported away, and then now we have a freaking issue for he's like, give me the Dino key and I'll let him go. It's like, that's not part of the deal. Well, deal with it. It's like, good Lord. Oh my goodness. All right, let's finish this, shall we? So, I was wondering why Zeta was wearing a dress. It was because he was freaking Mrs. Doubtfire in his big. It's like, hey, yeah. So the Rangers came out of nowhere. They they freed Adrian. They came together, and it's like, oh well, there you go. And apparently Izzy was a sweeper, supposedly. So they came together, they actually morphed, and Bombshell was there, and then Bombshell became big while they actually tried to fight all the other monsters. And of course, eventually Slither actually left. Slither actually left, and he put a fog, he enchanted a fog, left, but technically he was secretly still away. He's still there, about to try to catch the Sporix that, Bombshell's gonna get rid of. Well, gonna come out of. And then, well, so first things first was the fact that they called the Zords, just 3 of them. And then they definitely got the Blazing T-Rex Megazord, or Blazing Champion Megazord, whatever you want to call it. So they actually eventually got that together. I forgot to mention that we did get to see the armor today, and we got to see the armor done right. In quotations, right. Yeah, because they don't have one for the Pink Ranger to use. So yeah, that kind of sucked, didn't it? It's like, it kind of sucks, like, yeah, showing it for the first time ever, and the Pink Ranger just turned into one already, instead of the Red Ranger showing how awesome it is transforming into it. Toy coming soon. It's like, yeah, toys coming soon. But anyways, they were able to eventually defeat Bombshell. As soon as they did that, now we go into first, speed booster key that actually was used by Izzy to grab the Sporix, and then they left. And then first things first is what happened in the other side, where he's like, well, I have plenty of Sporix anyway, so that doesn't matter. So for some reason, apparently they scared a bunch of high schoolers and took 4 trumpets from them and a freaking gong. So it's like, good Lord, they raided a freaking high school marching band. Good God. So yeah, they actually had a show to put on for Void Knight, and he found out that it's fake. And then that was some good freaking performance. It's like, yeah, he freaking took the gong and used it on Fun Gussie and sliced her in half into goo again. And then you have Slider getting hit too, and it's like, oh, well, that's awesome. And then, of course, we get the awesome bombshell of he goes in the back room, he takes off his helmet. Turns out he most likely is freaking human. And I doubt it's the idea of, well, I came up with it, but I doubt it's true, where it's Amelia's mom and dad. It's like, I doubt it. I doubt that's true. But if it's somehow true, I don't know what to think about it. Now, as for the Rangers, you have them doing another day of exercising, or wait, hold on. So that means like a day later or something. I don't freaking know. Maybe in the afternoon. So they exercise in the morning, and then they exercise in the afternoon. No, I guess technically you said 2 times. No, it said 2 hours a day. I guess that is 1 hour doing that, and then 1 hour doing that. Well, anyways. So she actually got them together, and they were actually doing exercises. And we're at the end of the exercises, and Javi decides to apologize, and it's kind of messed up where she's like, yeah, if you work this fast, work this much, I'll most likely be faster than you. It's like, oh, great. I'm glad to get some competition. It's like, ouch. Damn, Fern, she just fucked you over. It's like, damn. It's like, that was kind of a burn, though. That was kind of a freaking burn. And it's like, yeah, you're supposed to be setting her up. And it's like, you just got her to fuck her. So yeah, he's apologized, and he goes to Adrian and apologized to him. And as soon as he apologized to him, well, we get to have the nice little nod of Fern and Izzy is together. But I'm like, it's like, yeah, this is going to happen in the freaking inquiry, but I still have to say, though, you are endangering people. If they know you freaking do this crap, that means they could come at any moment and strike. You're out in the open, they can freaking attack. Yes, you can defend them, but you have so many freaking people over there that actually aren't Rangers. So it's even worse than I thought, where it's like, oh, she's going to be dating a civilian. That never happens before. That never really happened before. Shut up. That never really happened before. So, uh-oh. So, uh-oh. And it's like, yeah, but it's like, it's a total big uh-oh to where it's like, yeah, look at them, this freaking, just like, my goodness. And I bet past Rangers kind of had this issue too, but the thing is that they can actually use this to their advantage, which luckily the freaking writers aren't going to be like, oh, well, this is going to be a repeat. We're not going to do this again. It's like, yeah, but in actuality, though, the freaking monsters will use this over and over again because it's getting a drop on the Rangers, and you could even use civilians as freaking ransom. So it's like, dude, you really need to stop this until everything is over when it comes to this danger. But it's like, no, we're going to keep going. So this episode, personally, I'm mixed on it, where it's like, it's decent enough, but Izzy kind of in the wrong, tenfold in the wrong here. It's like, oh, but Javi, though, it's like, man, dude, it's like, think about it. Thank goodness that it was actually, it's like two things. Thank goodness that it was out in the open, and thank goodness you didn't allow time enough to where he's like, you're gonna have to make sure you scout everyone that's in your group now, because if you don't, you might end up having the freaking Tommy Oliver story of where they'll find out who you like, which I'm pretty sure they freaking damn can, and then all of a sudden, guess what? They'll freaking abduct them like Rita abducted freaking Tommy. Fern will be freaking captured. So it's like, yeah, Void Knight really actually cares about his freaking damn wife. You think he's not gonna take that and use that against you? Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna go now, but yeah, we'll see how this freaking plays out in the inquiry, shall we?